Man, it's 2 in the morning. Damn, I'm gonna cut this shit off at 3. Have you have you sent me anything worth watching? When I say that, I mean have you sent me anything?
Well, I sent you the Ovation Eddie, and that was funny, but not. I don't think what you're looking for. Right. I sent you an article. At what time is that? 4:18 p.m. your time. I sent you an article to read. And that was, fuck's sakes, why does the phone always flip when you don't want it to? Jihad Watch, Palestinian Sharia judge the war is not only over the, so basically a Palestinian Sharia judge was reasons Muslims and Palestinians were against Israel. It's not just over geography. My phone would not load the article, so I couldn't actually read anything more than what it was about.
All right, I'm trying to switch account right now. So if I cut out and everything goes down, then you know why.
Alrighty.
And this may ruin everything I got going on. So we shall see.
Then don't do it.
Nothing lasts forever. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. All I'm seeing is where did you send it? Did you send it in the messages?
Under Hangouts.
The Hangout?
Under Hangouts.
Okay. Comment. Well, I'm looking at Forgotten Rebels. Fuck me dead.
Your articles under. No, and you played that last night. That was an accident. I didn't mean to repost it.
Well, it's okay.
But as you know, I can't take anything off of Hangouts.
Oh, so what? Above that?
It's at 4. It would be at 4:18 p.m.
Oh wow!
That you received it.
Like I really keep up with fucking times. Okay, all right. Bad apple.
Last night, so that's too far up. It's an article, so it doesn't have a picture. So you're gonna have to go back down. It should be underneath the Forgotten Rebels.
Should be underneath it, but it ain't. No, because I'm looking at movie. You were in the car with Tanny for 42 a.m.
It's not there. It shows up on mine, but I don't see it on yours. Okay, that's weird. And I couldn't even open the article to read it. Damn it.
Send it back to me. I'll check it out. There you go.
Right.
That's YouTube for you. Here, I'm gonna finish watching this while we're.
Yeah, you should have it by now.
Well, I just hit something too. A lot of times it'll just take a minute, once you're looking up stuff. Just give it a second.
Well, not
Studies like these in order to prove their
Just give
final
it a
point
minute.
that all who seem to be tangentially related to the right are secretly crypto-fascists. Case in point, BuzzFeed's deputy global news director, Ryan Broderick, who had a good laugh at the expense of Joe Rogan fans, mocking them basically as virginal shut-ins. It's a
Why
strange
is nobody here?
characterization considering the rising popularity of these points of view. Just to further highlight the absurdity of such a characterization, NBC Nightly News averaged 1.4 million a week for the last 92 weeks, while just an interview with Elon Musk garnered over 10 YouTube alone. This doesn't even account for audio listeners. It's unclear how Broderick arrived upon his caricature, but it may be based on the fact that these sort of
Sweetie,
yes, hun.
I'm showing up as Eric
journalists
Butler.
pander
in
to
my,
liberal women with a sad desperation that never seems to result in
boy, I got this shit all fucked up right here. You remember it was Devil Wolf when now it's showing.
That is really insane.
All right, whatever.
Well, on my notifications, it shows up as Devil Wolf.
I'll be damned. Well, you can see this, can't you?
Just a second, I have to get back to you from YouTube. Shit. Okay. Well, it's working.
I know. Yeah, I wasn't lying the whole damn time. I knew what the hell I was. Damn, and everybody thought I was half insane. Really, I wasn't fucking lying. Damn.
Yeah.
anything near success. Whether their aims are malicious or driven by ignorance is an open question, but they aren't the first to mischaracterize Mr. Rogan or his audience. With that in mind, there is a case to be made that they are simply ignorant. Multiple studies tell us that liberals simply aren't as good at accurately portraying opposite viewpoints, while conservatives, libertarians, and independents are. Rebecca Lewis herself has repeatedly insinuated that Mr. Rogan is a gateway to the far right, citing anti-feminist Sargon of Akkad and Google Bro James Damore, titles which are apparently supposed to establish giving.
What is it?
It's like a gateway drug.
Them a platform is such a bad thing. Rogan cited Barbara Walters interviewing Castro in defense of his choice to have discussions with these somehow controversial figures. Rogan's point, of course, is that interviewing someone doesn't mean that you endorse them, but it falls short of the more important point that not only are the
I still can't help but think that they're, even if they're a gateway drug, they're not hard enough. They're like marijuana. And they kind of keep you lulled and dulled. They don't get you right to the down. They're not a shot of cocaine. I'll put it that way. Not that I want anybody to ever shoot cocaine. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't even snort it. Matter of fact, if you see it, run from it. But damn, when it comes to fucking mentality, you're either going to be fucking marijuana or you're going to be fucking the baddest cocaine from Brazil.
Sweetheart,
figures.
you watch Jenny Hacks, right?
No, not really. No, I'm not familiar with it. I probably have watched it.
Okay. Well, you just continue with this. I'm going to send you another video on YouTube.
All right. I'm gonna pout while nobody is coming to love me. Damn it.
I would come to love you if I could, man.
Mm. I'll get over it. Somehow.
What?
Some way.
Holds up as self-evident villains, not Castro. They aren't villains at all. The fact that unsavory characters like Richard Spencer and Mike Enoch use the platform doesn't say anything about the points of view of Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson, for instance. But that's essentially what Miss Lewis is clumsily suggesting. There may be room to argue that some figures start from a place of such poisonous strains of thought that they shouldn't be given large platforms. Not that Miss Lewis is capable of correctly identifying who those people are, but that isn't even the argument we're having. Instead, Rebecca Lewis is telling us that anyone vaguely right of center should be shuttered from public discourse, and that left-leaning people like Joe Rogan are complicit in their popularity. Anybody unblinded by partisan rage who has listened to far too many of the people she cites for any length of time will see how baldly unfair her portrayal of them is. They'll know at first listen that these people roundly reject defining people based on their race or sex. But for those like Rebecca Lewis, it's not their words that matter. That's why they so purposely misrepresent them. Their casual lies are a means to an end they believe is so virtuous as to justify their character assassination tactics and outright false studies. Miss Lewis subscribes to a school of thought that assures us that the inevitable consequences of certain facts are so bad that they should be repressed. And because those like Dr. Peterson, James Damore, Joe Rogan, and Gavin McInnes are willing to talk about them frankly, they either endorse those possibly racist consequences or will lead to them. In reality, the study is born from an inability to honestly tangle with the ideas that fuels the success of Rogan and those he interviews. Somehow, though, this paranoia-fueled pursuit of tangling every center-right YouTube channel into a nefarious web received glowing coverage in the press. Even though the study didn't do anything to ground its findings, the likes of Wired, Ezra Klein, Vice, and Variety praised it for doing what exactly? Telling us that right of center alternative media exists and is increasingly popular, and this is because of how evil it is. Congratulations, but this is what has been said for some time by many of the same people Data and Society study. There's nothing to shed light on what really drives its appeal, nor does it even attempt to.
Yeah. Go with that. Go with that. I can go live, but nobody gets notified. Okay.
I got notified.
Oh, you did?
So it's out there.
Okay.
It's Thunder Devil Wolf.
Okay, so that's even worse. That means they don't love me.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I promise. I swear to God. Here, I've got to. I've got to finish. I've got to finish watching the stream with V here.
Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm like.
And it's all just speculation. I mean, either we're the best mafiosos of the internet.
That was not speculation.
Which one? The one with Kraut?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I distanced myself from Kraut long before that.
But my point is that you really can't distance yourself. You can play it's like with court. You know, in court you have to have evidence beyond a shadow of a doubt. And you have to lay out such a thing. And if people are careful and they create that benefit of a doubt, you can't really prove 100% that they did something. You have to go off circumstantial evidence. And the circumstantial evidence points to the fact that you guys are all in on this shit, and you are systematically trying to eliminate political opponents, which would include Jim.
The thing with, well, okay, let's go back to Kraut and then we're going to go to Jim. The thing with Kraut is that there are recordings of Sargon saying that he needs to stop that shit, that he is just in a, what was it, culture, he is culture worrying and it's not a moral good, and he disavows. And I did the same. Like, there are logs where I told Kraut that it's not smart to go after the outright, there's no point in doing it, so on and so forth. Now, regarding Jim, I told Sargon there's no point in engaging with him unless he has a 1v1 conversation. Like, stop making streams where you're like, hello, Jim. You know, stop, just sending tweets about him and stuff like that, or Facebook posts. Either you have the 1v1 conversation or don't engage at all. But as you can see, I don't think you can reason with Jim at this point. Like, he's convinced. Well, 100% convinced that Sargon is doing shit.
It's like when you talk about debates with Jim, it's like you can't have a debate with Jim because every time you pin him on something, he says he doesn't care, he's a nihilist, and he backs off because he's not interested in having that debate. It's like having a debate with you regarding what's happening in the skeptic community. You just say that you disavow and you didn't have any part of it. It's like that perpetual cycle where you can't ever say, V did this, Sargon did this, because there's always a loophole or a caveat where that doesn't work to the standard of evidence that you want. And it is frustrating when you want to say something but you can't because
don't get me wrong.
Free card.
Like when Ethan Ralph was talking shit about me on the kill stream for several days, you know, and I also wanted to pin him with something. And then I find out that people in his Discord were flagging my channel and there were screenshots. And I go there, I confront him, and he points out that no, that's not a thing. I apologize and I back off. Like, just because I want to pin something on someone, just because, you know, that I would have a reason to, doesn't mean that I would just say, oh, we're going to activate our almond. We're just going to do this.
Activate what?
Yeah, I mean, it is like an organized crime. Like I said, it's hard to pin exactly one thing on one person when people are working together to cover for each other. And at the end of the day, what the law did in the United States to deal with the mafia is to basically say everybody involved in a crime is guilty of the crime. And if it seems like that's Jim's approach.
Yeah, but if that's the case with Jim, like, as I pointed out before, like, he switches his stances all the time in order to be convenient for the person he's talking with. He will always say that he disassociates from what his subscribers do, right? His followers, you know, they do whatever.
He just said that he will take responsibility.
I can show that he also said that he wouldn't. So, you know,
he literally just said that because he's doxxed, he doesn't care anymore, and he's going to love his fans.
Well, I suppose, you know, he can do that now. But when he was with Tonka, if that's the case, you know, like, I wouldn't associate Jim with what Tonka does.
Well, no, because they hate each other.
Yeah, now they do, but in the past they didn't. Like, in the past, he was promoting Tonka's show. He actually made Tonka, you know, the show that it was when it had like over 2,000 people watching, I believe, in its prime.
I don't know about Ralph and Tonka, but based on my interaction with Jim, he's very, very aloof. Like, I couldn't get a message to him when you asked me to. Like, in that regard, I think you're completely wrong. It's hard to pin Jim on guilt by association because he really doesn't associate with any of these people.
No, but he says that because I stream with Sargon, I'm associated with him.
Because you are. You guys play D&D together. You know who each other are. I think you met in person before. You guys are associated.
Really?
I agree, right? So when he streams with Tonka, by the same rationale, he should be associated with Tonka.
No, because they're not friends.
They used to be.
Oh my God.
They were never friends. I guarantee if you asked Jim if he was friends with Tonka.
Yeah, that's a bullshit. I don't buy that. You know, just because.
And no, that's what makes you bullshit, V. Goddamn. Hell, we've all associated with one another some damn where. Not to I'm talking about me, but when it comes to good God, if that's what kind of shit was that? Here, I'll back it up. Damn, if you're not associating with people, even though you did at some point in the past, goddamn.
I stream with Sargon, I'm associated with him.
Because you are. You guys play D&D
Right.
together. You know who each
Okay,
other are. I think
okay.
you met in person before. You guys are associated.
I agree, right? So when he streams with Panka, by the same rationale, he should be associated with Panka.
Well, no, because they're not friends.
There used to be.
They were never friends. I guarantee if you ask Jim if he was friends with Tonka.
Yeah, that's a bullshit. I don't buy that. You know, just because
I do. I guarantee you that Jim would turn on Ethan Ralph and Tonka. He did turn on Tonka Saw. If Ralph became a fucking creepy weirdo Spurg, Jim would roast him. Because they're not friends. They're not covering for each other. You and Sargon cover for each other, and you cover for everybody else in the skeptic community.
The way I view it is that the thing he says he doesn't have any friends is just so that people can't pin him on it.
I just disagree. I don't think he does associate with these people.
He just promotes Ralph on his channel.
He promotes the Kiwi Farms and a lot of this stuff, but if you look at those screenshots, you can see underneath the avatar, it says the domain name, kiwifarms.net. That means the user's not signed in. It's a guest. So even when he visits my forum, which he does use as a resource for many of his videos, and he's promoting it because he's showing the screen caps of the site and mentioning it by name, he's signed off. He's not a user. So, I mean, you could say that he's associated with the forum, he's associated with me, but that association is very skin deep. We see eye to eye on some stuff. We have useful information and promotion for each other, but I'm not his friend.
Yeah, but that's what I want to say, right? Like that is not my standard. Like I wouldn't say Jim associates with Kiwi Farms. I wouldn't say Jim associates with Ralph.
But why would you say that he's associated with Tonka Saw or Ethan Ralph?
Because he says that about other people. So, you know, applying his own standard, not my standard, his own, you would have to conclude that he associates with Tonka. And he said that he's like a pig in the mud and he's willing to take that one. But I don't believe it. You know, like I don't work by that logic. I work on, like, if someone is guilty of something, then
that's why the relation is different. Because when Tonka fucks up, Tonka gets eaten. If Ralph were to fuck up, Ralph would get eaten.
Yeah, and if Jim has some shit on Sargon that is indeed, you know, damaging and stuff like that, I will come out publicly. And I will.
But the difference is that when you guys know about each other's ops and stuff, you don't eat each other. You're protective of each other, and that's why these little hangouts can happen, because they feel conditioned to believe that everybody in there is trustworthy. Crowd is not having these leaks all the time because he has an aloof association with mutually beneficial people who are not friends, just associates. It's because they trust each other and they each have dirt on each other to cover for each other. And I'm curious, V, does Sargon have dirt on you? If you were to stab Sargon in the back, would he be able to fuck you with something that he has?
No. I'm 100% convinced. Yeah.
You believe that Sargon has no information on you that, if released to the public, would damage him?
Absolutely none whatsoever.
And you would say the same for Sargon. You have no information on Sargon that would hurt him.
I have absolutely no information on Sargon doing any shady shit. The only thing I would have about Sargon would things that would mock him, like, you know, stupid ideas that he's got, like Gamergate 2.0, that type of shit. But something unethical, no, I do not have anything like that against him.
I don't know.
That's the thing, you know, like you wouldn't believe me. But
No.
I certainly do not have any type of information like that. Like, the man was on a speaking tour. He went from place to place. He went from America to London to stuff like that. He doesn't have the time to do this shit.
Really?
And I don't know if you want to believe or not, but like,
Yeah, man.
Gonna let you go for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, I'm about to lay down. No shit. This is, I can tell that it's 24 minutes. Which I know it's late over here in America, but I guarantee you this is not being thrown out. I love you, sweetie.
Okay. I'll be back. I love you too. I'll be back in a bit.
All right.
such a person, like he goes to all these places, and yet, you know, he spends time organizing this mafioso Discord thing on the internet. Like,
It just seems like if I were a part of a group like the Skeptics that consistently fucked up the way the Skeptics did, I would not want to know any of those people.
But
And I don't know why you do.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I do. When you say this group about, we're like 4 or 5 people that share news articles and talk shit on the downtime. That's literally it. I'm just a small guy with 100,000 subs, almost.
But you're so high profile compared to them, especially in this circle, because whenever anything happens that would potentially damage Sargon's reputation, you are there front and center. In this instance, you were slightly involved in the call. I agree that you didn't really say that much in the call, and you seemed to want to get out pretty quickly. They didn't seem to like you very much, but they did implicate Sargon, and
the reason
they got it for literally hours as a result.
The reason they got me in the call is because they knew that my parents were being doxxed by the trolls, and they thought that I'm going to, I guess, be more sympathetic to their cause.
I don't know. I would either not believe you, or I would say that you're very low on the totem pole.
I hope the smug chuckles were worth it, Sargon. That's one of the best fucking. You know what? If you hadn't seen through Sargon yet, then what the fuck would you be doing here?
In regards to how Sargon goes about, if you really don't have anything on Sargon, the level of closeness that you two demonstrate, I would definitely say that he intentionally hides things from you.
I'm not going to say that that's not a possibility. Like, this is why I'm really curious what Jim has on the Sunday Funday stream. But I would be really surprised if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything else to say. It's just
that's for like, hold on. Like, Sargon destroying political opponents. What exactly did he destroy?
Well, if he was going after, he's very angry at Jim, demonstrated by the fact that he can't.
Yeah, no, I give you that. Yeah,
and I believe that Sargon was somewhat involved in trying to dox Jim, because Kraut, there was a guy publicly saying before this conversation came out,
and drama is cancer. Noticing that in the chat, very true. Excuse me. I love tomatoes, and they interact sometimes in the ways I don't want. But either way, drama is cancer. It really is. I was talking with Tony about this. This seems like a fucking wrestling match to me. This seems like the old 1980s fucking wrestling matches. Yeah, where everybody benefits, but everybody has to pick a side, just like the right and left and Democrat and Republican and all that kind of shit. Who gives a shit? I don't care. I care, but I don't care in the way that most people care. The way I care is that maybe some people should stop caring about bullshit. I mean, what Sargon does has no effect on my life. As a matter of fact, motherfucking fact, if I never heard his fucking posh English fucking accent again, then hey, I'd just be happy as a motherfucking clown. I can't even watch this anymore. I wasn't even able to fucking finish it. I've noticed Jason A is trying to pull Jordan Peterson out of the depths of hell. Don't bother. Don't even bother. You know, and it's real sad when you have to watch RT to fucking get the real fucking news. It really is. They talk about, oh, they're Russians, where it takes Russians to fucking give you the real news.
This genocide that's going on throughout the world in our name, you know, and I do not consent. I do not consent to my country that I'm proud to be an American, but this is disgraceful that we are going and murdering or being complicit in the murder of people all around the world.
Impeach Trump.
Palestine! Occupation is a bipartisan issue. Both the Democrats and the Republicans get money from the weapons manufacturers, from the lobbyists, from those who profit from war. And the weapons manufacturers make pieces of their weaponry in every congressional district so that people then say, we need to keep making these weapons because they're jobs. Just like Donald Trump now says, we need to keep selling weapons to the Saudis because it's money, it's income, and it's jobs. And we'd say that's ridiculous. We don't want an economy that's based on killing people.
But you vote in Maxine Waters. Bit of a contradiction I see there. Deep breathing exercise to get rid of belly fat. Oh, I have somebody. Hey, fuck, somebody is actually fucking watching my dumb ass. Hold the fuck on. Hell, they're probably gone by now.
And so
They're probably gone by now. I'll be goddamn. Hex Rex. How come I seem so angry? Because I am. I really am. I'm a fucking madman. I really am. I don't think you know how fucking mad I really am. Oh, I'm fucking terrible. I'm a goddamn animal at this point. So how are you doing, Hicks? It's okay, man. You love my got in the malice. Okay. Oh well. I sure fucking hope so. We shall see.
we have this house with that needs all this fixing, and no ability to make money, because that's what they do to you. They shame you. They say you're racist, bigot, homophobe, sexist, whatever, and they take away your ability to make a living. And then when you see your son look at you, you say, I'll do anything for him. I'll say anything. I'll do anything. But see, that's not the right way. That's the way they're trying to. They're banking on you doing that, and we didn't do that. we just clawed and fought and clawed. And this picture was taken after we could fix the place. Like that is what we did to it. And then we started renting it out, vacation rentals, and it became profitable. But for many months, we were in a very, very stressful situation with money. And the more they squeezed, it made me write some of my best jokes. It made me start live streaming. It made me try to innovate. It made me make friends and see who is actually my friend and who is a coward and who is a liar and who is a thief. And the Bears came out. That's when the Unbearables, right around that time is when the Unbearables rose. And they rose. And
Wolf here, but
and it was incredible. And I'll always love you guys for that.
I was with you, Ben.
Because a lot of people that had been
Or
feeling what
Benjamin.
I had been feeling, but didn't have a mouthpiece.
Oh,
Because I had an audience. I had an ability of speaking. I had a name. And they were trying to ruin my name and take away what we had and make us scared and make us kneel. And we didn't. And you people came in, and I'll never.
And this is what now Hex Rex is gone, so fuck. I'm alone again.
Or forget that you did that. When people that I had known for years and years and years and had toured the world with and had bled with and laughed with and gotten drunk with and cried with, they weren't there. They were waiting for their silver. And the whole time my family's flourishing. And that's what really matters. And that's what you give up when you kneel. That's a human Tyler right there in his natural environment. That's in the Adirondack Mountains. There's Amy breastfeeding and standing up, just making it happen. And she's a champion for doing that. She hates the cold. And it would get down to -30, -40 sometimes up there. And she's a champion, but we're rocking it. And this is from before. Like comics were still like this dude, Craig Robinson, came up to me in Gotham in 2016 and said, "Hey man, I read your Facebook post about getting out of LA. Like that was inspiring." He's like, "That was really, really inspiring, bro." He's like, "I read the whole thing, and I just think that that's really cool what you're doing." And at first it was, and then the powers that be made sure that I wasn't. Well, they didn't succeed, obviously, but they tried to make it so that I couldn't be a blueprint for others. Because that's what happens. Escaped slaves are the most hated of all. But there's something about being a father that makes you protective and makes you see the big picture and makes you want to grow the trees in the future, not just.
All right, so who's watching me still? Damn it. Spying on me without saying something. I need plenty of attention. And I want to talk to you. I really do. I'd like to discuss things, if you don't mind. Well, damn, Tanya. God damn. Hell, you can talk to me any fucking time. All right, I'm going back to my fucking hole.
Cut him down now. And the culture is my brother. The culture in Saranac Lake is a lot more oriented around guns. And I didn't really know that much about guns. I still don't. I respect guns. I own guns. But, like in the last podcast, I was talking about World War II weaponry. And I don't honestly know that much about like tank weaponry or like the types of guns on planes and stuff. So I'm introduced to this whole world, and it's a blast. Because we hang out with a bunch of Marines. A lot of them are off heroin because of my brother. And so we're posting pictures like this. And this is funny to me because we were like shooting balloons. And so I was trying to pose like I had just taken out a buck or something, like an elk, and it's just a deflated balloon. And all my LA friends either went silent or told me that I shouldn't post things like that. They're like, "You've gone crazy." And I'm like, "No, that's funny. What I just posted was funny." That's my dad and my brother and our sons. And those moments made that living there so deeply important to me. And I'm so glad that we got to do that. That's a picture of Amy and I and Walter. We're an advertisement for the local what's that called? I always forget the name of it. The Chamber of Commerce. They asked us if we would be in this magazine to promote the little town because it's 2,000 people, and I'd been in some movies and I was on a TV show for a few years, and
I don't know who in the hell Hicks is, so honestly, Tanya, then that it may be showing up like recommended feeds somewhere. God knows where. Probably some teenage kid or some shit like that. It is getting out there. Not in the chat, sweetie. Not in the chat. I know you would like to think that you're a perfect individual and that you are the most lovely thing on the universe, but not in the chat. You are. Thank you, you pretty thing. You are. If you was to leave, I'd probably never make another video. And that's the God's honest truth. So you've seen Hex Rex before. Ooh, that old Hex. Never seen him. Never seen a comment by him or anything like that. It's 41 minutes, 52 seconds at the moment. And we shall see what happens. What time is it? Hell, it's 2:35 here in the AM. And when the devil's hour kicks in, sometimes I turn into a wolf. So I can't guarantee what will happen. And when it does, then God save your soul. Can't remember where. I've never seen him at all. Must be a Canadian thing.
And so it was like cool that I lived there, I guess, at the time. And so we agreed, and we're like, sure. And we thought that we were really making some ties with the town. And yeah, it's Walter all happy and that cafe. You know, we're getting down to basics.
Yeah, you know what? It is nothing better than this. A man showing his youngin' and his wife and them getting along. I mean, damn it. There's nothing better than that. Because every fucker like me who ain't dumb enough to fucking not admit it, then they wish they could go back and do that. Especially if they're in my situation. You know, fucking midlife, no youngins. Shit. This is what young guys need to be seeing. You know, you can watch all the fucking MMA you want to watch. Oh, you can watch all the fucking badass fucking bullshit that fucking movies come out with. But I tell you what's badass, and that's motherfuckers with a good damn old lady and fucking kids. That's what's badass. I'm gonna skip through here a little bit because I don't feel like fucking watching it for 1.5 hours.
I end up getting people hurt. So listen, I think he who thinks they know how to wield the super crane is the person you don't want to get advice from. So from one humble pillar machine to another, just do your best to not hurt civilians as you
On a hot summer night, would I offer my throat to them? No. No, I would not. I wouldn't offer my throat to anybody. Wouldn't have to fucking come and take it. But I'm pretty sure that has. Yep, there. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Do you jog around town in your shorts? I really committed to that joke. All right. What up, Big Bear? I would say keep doing what you're doing and never bend a knee, but I think the reason I like your stuff so much is because you are that person. As soon as you give that up and soften, that is when I couldn't respect you. Thanks for being the type of man who would never do that. It's some Braveheart shit, really, like Dave Smith says, right? It all comes down to freedom. Anyway, much love, brother. P.S. Can I be verified as Relict Bear? Yes, welcome. Thank you. I love Dave Smith, too. He's a great dude. Israel, I listen to your streams and stand up while I'm multitasking and doing other things, and I keep almost getting injured because I'm laughing so hard. I almost got crushed by the bench press bar because of how hard I was laughing when I heard your joke about how we need car horns that express more emotions. The only logical hypothesis I can draw from all of this is that you're a deep state assassin sent to laugh people to death. It's actually true. If I find out that's true, then I'm not gonna do shit, but I do want one of those new car horns. Yeah,
Boy, I'll tell you what, this is just, we're just sucking our dicks to death, ain't we? I mean, when are we going to quit jacking each other? Goddamn. Let's not start fucking. All right. I think I'll hush right now.
I'm deep state. I'm part of Operation Laugh, and Be Gay with your big pillar hammers. Anthony. Hey, Big Bear. Barry Garcia here. I don't know if you remember me from a few days ago where I messaged you about my sister and the bi guy she was in a relationship with. Wait a minute, your sister's dating Bert Kreischer? All right, go on. He was a registered sex offender, and I remember this guy. This is awful. He was a registered sex offender and also had been in many intersexual relationships. My sister was struck by the love bug and just continued to say he had changed everything. I want to thank you for your advice as over the past few days, I started filming my sister's fiance and eventually caught him cheating with a man one night. Whoa, that took a turn. I showed my sister the evidence, and although she was brought to tears, I think it was for their best. It hurt me to cause her so much pain, but thankfully she is no longer going to marry this guy, and we are trying to help her move on. I appreciate you encouraging me to speak the truth regardless of how it may hurt the feelings of my sister. Here's some honey in your pot. Love you, Big Bear. Stay well and stay strong. Yeah, you might have just saved her from AIDS. I'm not joking. Charles, that's crazy. You got that on tape, huh?
It's fucking crazy. Fucking nuts. If it's real, then hell. I could type anything.
Cool, BB. Even though you say you gave up paradise, you really have to think this. Did you?
Let's move on.
You know, my priest also was fucking kids. You want to talk about that? Or no? A little too intense? Should we stick around with the fucking sprinkling the water? I mean, the kid fucking, though, right? Much love, BB. The Bible talks about baptizing children. You were asked if you accept Jesus when.
I got to rewind this a little bit because I'm interested.
So a baby can't consent. So why would they only be in purgatory if there's no consent? If you baptize like a baby and all the baby's doing is being like stimulation, that's not accepting Jesus is much different than just getting magic water on your head. And again, listen, don't freak out on me. Don't be like, oh, Owen hates Catholics. I can't listen to him anymore. That's not the point. And I think we all know that. I think we know that there's a lot of Catholic churches in America that did a lot of destruction for Christian faith. My priest also was fucking kids. You want to talk about that? Or no? A little too intense? Should we stick around with the fucking sprinkling the water? I mean, the kid fucking though, right? Much love, BB. The Bible talks about baptizing.
Yeah, let's talk about the kid fucking. Hell, I got nothing to do. I have time to waste. So let's talk about fucking kid fucking. Here, I tell you what, let me get real fucking intense. Shit, where's my motherfucking shades? Boy, I tell you what. God sack motherfuckers. Ah, damn. You know what's fucking worse than worse? That'd be kid fucking. Yeah, and there's a lot of kid fucking goes on around here down in the south and up north. Them goddamn Yankees, they love to fucking kids. I don't know what it is about them. They just go on about it like it ain't nothing. Like it don't matter. Hell, even down in Florida. Down there, oh, they shoot them goddamn gators. They shoot them. And they still fuck kids too. Yeah, hush. Ouija boards. Witches. Child molesters. All down in Georgia. Ooh, real fucking spooky. But what can you do? Shit happens. Only Tanya loves me. I'd trade all for her, but God, you can't. This is pissing me off. I'm going to start blaming you, Tony. Because if you got one true fan, then you've done your job. You need to get your ass out there and get me more fans. I blame God.
So we all know Radiohead, right? Arguably one of the most groundbreaking, influential, and critically acclaimed bands of the modern era.
What is this?
It wasn't easy, but nothing ends. No. All of the time, but I never show I need you. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. All of the time, but I never show I need you.
I love that song.
sometimes I wanna take you down. So tired, I wanna get you low. Brush your hair back from your eyes. Take you down, let the river flow. Sometimes I wanna walk the street.
What is that? What song?
Behind the green sheet of glass. A million miles below that beat. A million miles, a million miles. A million miles, like being alone. Hey, 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 like being alone. Be with you, girl, like being alone. Hey, 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 like being alone.
I see someone came and left.
A million pockets gonna make me sweet.
I can't keep them around.
Just one rose that knows your name.
Man, missed another.
Fruit is resting on the vine. Fruit is calling from the trees.
I'll
Don't you wanna go down? Like some chunky cosmonaut. A million miles below me. A million miles, a million miles. A million girl, like being alone. Hey, 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 like being strong. A million girl, like being alone. Hey, 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 like being strong.
I can't hang on to nobody. I don't know what it is. It must be me. It must be me. Everyone must hate me. I'm sorry. It is funny. Of course they hate me. Why wouldn't you? Damn.
A million miles, a million miles.
They're all going to come around eventually. It takes a little time, you know. They have to sort their own selves out. Then they'll be back. Like every bitch I've ever known.
keeps on raining, love is gonna break. If it keeps on raining, love is gonna break. When the love is breaks, have no place to stay. We don't let it come and leave them alone. We don't let it come and leave them alone. It's got what it takes to make nothing Remember when you were young, you shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy now. Now there's a look in your eyes, like black holes in the sky. You reach for the secret too soon. You cry to the moon. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Striking by shadows at night and exposed to the light. Shine on, you crazy diamond. When you walk out, you walk out with one of my steel wheels. Come on, you raven, you see you vision. Come on, you racer, you fighter, you prisoner of
Riders on the storm. Into this house you're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone and actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Yeah. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, and after out alone. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
What's up in the chat? What's going on? Oh, it's Alec. Hey, Alec, how the hell is it? Hope all is well out there. Much love, much love.
To breathe, yeah, just right between the sun machine. On the cloud side, up in the night, any place that goes is right. Goes all right there, it's all away from here. Well, you don't know what we can find. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? You don't know what we can see. Why don't you tell your dreams to me? Fantasy will set you free. Close your eyes, girl. Look inside, girl. Let the sun take you away. Let's find out on our little sled. It's so wish that I could stay. But the thing could answer me, well, someone took the lamp away. I look around, I look at the candles all out. Well, you don't know what we can find. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? Well, you don't know what we can see. Why don't you tell your dreams to me? Fantasy will set you free. Close your eyes, girl. Look inside, girl. Let the sun take you You don't know what we can find. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? Well, you don't know what we can see. Why don't you tell your people?
In the morning you go calling for the man who stole your water. Then you find till he is starting, but they catch you at the border. And the mourners are singing as they drag you by your feet. But the hangman isn't hanging, and they put you on the street. Yeah, go back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it round and round. You go back, Jack, do it again. When you know she's a high climber, then you find your only friend. In a room with your two-timer, and you're sure you're near the end. Then you love a little woman, and she brings you only sorrow. All the time you know she's smiling, you'll be on your knees tomorrow. Please go back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it round and round. You go back, Jack, do it again. Now you swear and kick in Vegas that you're not a gambling man. Then you find you're back in Vegas with a handle in so you hide them when you're able. In the land of milk and honey, you must put them on the table. Yeah, you go back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it round and round. You go back, Jack, do it again.
People ain't, people just ain't right.
On a hot summer night, would you offer your throat to the wolf with the red rosary?
Will he offer me his mouth?
Yes.
Will he offer me his teeth?
Yes.
Will he offer me his jaws?
Yes.
Will he offer me his hunger?
Yes.
Again? Will he offer me his hunger?
Yes.
And will he starve?
Yes.
And does he love me?
Yes.
Yes.
On a hot summer night, would you offer your throat to the wolf with the red roses?
Yes.
I bet you say that to all the boys.
It was on some night the beach returned, and there was small problem with the sand. When I listen to your heart, I hear the whole world turning. I see the shooting stars falling through your trembling hands. While you were licking your lips and your lipstick shining, I was trying to do a slow taste. Oh, we were lying together in a silver line, while the light of the moon, and there's not another moment, not another moment, not another moment to waste.
Okay, you can leave then. Fuck it. That, you know what? Because I cannot listen to that shit no more. It's fucking awful. I get it. I get it. I can't get over this right here. I really can't. This is beautiful. Yeah, especially if you already know the song. This actually makes me wonder how many songs that we know, Turkish, Tooth, of some Mozart, all these fucking songs that just really touch us. Sometimes I wonder if they wasn't all they'd heard along the trail by people who've sung them regularly. Yeah, I got it that last time. I swear, because certain songs and certain sounds, they just and once they're down, they can be done in many ways, and then people still know them and they love them as they should. Here, I got to start this over because this originated from the Pixies and wound up just being one of the best fucking things there is. I love it. I know no one loves me, but whatever. Oh, okay. 2 people love me. 2 people? Oh, fuck. I'm goddamn. Oh my God. I could jump down, turn around, pick a fucking bed of cotton right now. There's 2 motherfucking people who love me. Thank God. What would I do without you? What would I do without you? Brilliant. Love it. Not as good as this right here. This is my favorite alcoholic in the world. But besides me, of course. Wow. I couldn't keep 2 people. I have no idea why I still looks up. We're finding out what's going on. tell you what's really fucking weird is I had to look up Mozart's Piano Concerto in my fucking music book, and it popped up quicker than I could find it. That's weird. That's when they know all about you, baby. That's very weird. Yeah, it's kind of convenient though. Oh, we love convenience. Here, shit, now that's I switched away. I have to look it back up. Hang on. Here's our Piano Concerto number 23. There it is, right there. Oh, wow. I was about to say awesome, but I don't know how awesome this is in the end. But I know how awesome the song is. Ah, yeah, Vivaldi. Good God. Ooh. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I always kind of like winter. We'll see what they got right up here, right off the bat there. You can't beat this shit. Damn. You just really can't. I don't give a shit. Okay. Nothing could please a man more who's a musician anyway than not belching from fucking alcohol for at least fucking 10 seconds and being able to have control over multitudes of people who know how to fucking play their instruments. To stand in front of people who know how to fucking play and tell them what to do and make it happen, that would have been surreal. That was not just the most badass, but the most badass thing of all time. And that's why we have this fucking music now. Damn it. Classical group now. Although I know it's there. I'm sure it is. We just don't hear it. But damn it. This is why that happened. It's because of these people. And Vivaldi, I think he was a very strict priest. As a matter of fact, I think he was pretty much isolated into himself of being a priest. He wasn't Beethoven. He was an alcoholic. He was a drunk. He was a fucking mean motherfucker. Mozart, he was a drunk too. But hell, I don't think he ever grew up. I think he was a little bit kind of like what happens when boy bands blow themselves away in their 20s. I said Vivaldi. I'm not sure about that because I was mixing in Bach with that. because it's Bach. The motherfucker of all music. The motherfucker of all music. Whew. I mean, that motherfucker was way too complicated. So I could have been wrong about Vivaldi. Hey, I'm wrong about a lot of things. Don't worry about it. Life will go on. You have to love it. And it makes you think of the Truman Show. Think, no, this is the fucking Truman Show, sweetheart. No, this is the Truman Show. In all its glory. And I'm sure you're bored by now, but I can't help that. Go watch something else. Shit. This is the reason why musicians are insane. Is because they listen to patterns all the fucking time. And that's all they do. It's pattern after pattern after pattern. And then they hear other patterns beside theirs, and then they, how can I? Musicians aren't sane. They're just not. I wish they were, but they wasn't. And I'll tell you, here I played the first real heavy metal song, Evard Grieg. This is really the first real heavy metal that I know of, anyway. I'm sure some smart ass out there knows something This is the shit. This is what turned. I still base many fucking songs around the same notes and shit like that of this. It's the power. It's the building up and all of that kind of stuff. Shit, this was fucking heavy metal. This was heavy motherfucking metal. Imagine if you was sitting in front of this live. Not one of the better versions I've heard, but it still kind of works. Oh, Tubular Bells. Oh, everybody loves The Exorcist. good enough. It ain't the original Tubular Bells. I need. Oh, so that was it, huh? Not to remaster now. Oh, fucking. Is that it? Beautiful, very prettiful. I can't get nobody to show up here. I know Tanya's just kind of like hanging out on the side. She ain't even listening, I'm sure. After 2 hours and 20 fucking minutes. No love. No love at all.
There might have been things I missed, but don't be unkind. It don't mean I'm blind. I said a thing or two. I think of lying in bed. I shouldn't have said, but there it is. You see, it's all clear. You are meant to be here. From the beginning. Maybe I might have changed. Not been so cruel. Not being such a fool. Whatever was done is done. I just can't recall. It doesn't matter at all. You see, it's all clear. You are meant to be here. From the beginning.
All right, I'm gonna try something weird here. I can tell Tanya is done kind of jetted out anyway, which I don't blame her. Who would hang around a motherfucker like me? Let's see if a damn movie will play. And so if anybody's seeing me right now, no shit. I mean, and if you hadn't been, you're watching and I can't see you, then now's your time to be recording. If you want to do some dirty shit and all that kind of stuff, which I don't suggest. I don't suggest that. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather you not. You know, I really would. But if you do, you know, it's what you're doing, and all that kind of stuff, then now's your time to jump on it. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you time. I really thought about Man on the Moon. No shit. I love Andy Kaufman. I really do. Damn. You know what? I think I'm just going to. I've got to try that. I mean, because either anybody watching this, they can record this movie if they want to try to. I'm not suggesting it. Don't do nothing illegal. God damn. It's either this one or Natural Born Killers. So, all right. And sometimes I know that even though I can't see numbers, that somebody's watching. So, adios.
Hello, I am Andy, and I would like to thank you for coming to my movie. I wish it was better, but it is so stupid. It's terrible. I do not even like it. All of the most important things in my life are changed around and mixed up for dramatic purposes. So, I decided to cut out all of the baloney. Now the movie is much shorter. In fact, this is the end of the movie. Thank you very much. I am not funny. Goodbye. Go.
Wow. You're still here. Okay. I hope you're not upset. I did that to get rid of those folks who just wouldn't understand me and don't even want to try. Actually, the movie is really great. It's just filled with colorful characters like the one I just did and the one I'm doing now. Our story begins back in Great Neck, Long Island. This is our house. And that's my father's old car. That's my father. That's my little brother, Michael. That's my little sister, Carol. And that's my mom, Janice.
Andy's up in his room.
It's not true. Today's special guest, Mr. Bear.
Andy?
Son, this has got to stop. Our house is not a television station. There's not a camera in that wall. I mean, this is not healthy. You should be outside playing sports.
But I have my own sports show.
Andy, you know that's not what I meant. Look, I'm going to put my foot down. No more playing alone. You want to perform, you've got to have an audience.
They're right there.
That is not an audience. That is plaster. An audience is made of people who live and breathe.
Andy Kaufman, Howdy Doody presents the animal song. Now, I'm going to say the animal, and then you tell me what it says, okay? Oh, the cow goes moo, and the cat goes meow, meow, and the bird goes tweet, 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 and the lion goes
Roar. And the dog goes, and the cat goes, meow, and the bird goes, and the pig goes, and that's the way it goes.
The comedy stylings of Andy Kaufman, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Mr. Besson, same spot tomorrow?
I don't know, Andy. I think I have to let you go.
You firing me? You don't even pay me.
Look, I don't want to seem insulting, but your act is like amateur hour. You're doing sing-alongs for 6-year-olds and puppets that aren't funny, playing records.
But it's totally original. No one's ever done it. I'm not like everyone else.
Well, everybody else gets this place cooking.
It was cooking. I thought it was cooking. There was a man over here that was really upset.
Yeah, he stormed out, and a lot of other people left in the middle of your act. I can't sell booze to people that are walking
It's just
out.
about booze. It's not about comedy. It's not about art.
I can't sell booze when you're singing.
Just want to sell booze. That's all that matters.
I'm running a business here. It's show business. Show business. Show business. Without the business, there's no show. And there's no show for you.
What do you want me to do? Take my wife, please?
Well, yeah, at least it's a joke. Try some jokes. Like, why did the Siamese twins go to England?
Well, I don't know. Why did they go to England?
So the other one could drive.
But why doesn't the other one just learn how to drive?
Maybe that one isn't for you. But do jokes about the traffic. Do impressions. Maybe some blue material.
Thank you very much. One thing I do not like is too much traffic. You know, tonight I had to come from and the freeway. It was so much traffic. It took me an hour and a half to get here. But talking about the terrible things, my wife, take my wife, please take her.
No. I don't know anybody.
I love my wife, but she don't know how to cook. Her cooking is so bad. It's terrible. Now I would like to do for you the imitation. I would like to start with the Jimmy Carter, the President of the United States. Hello, I am Jimmy Carter, the President of the United States. Thank you very much. And now I would like to do for you the Elvis Presley.
Awesome.
What's the story with this guy? I think he's from Lithuania.
Still up, Tony?
Thank you very much.
Hey, I really enjoyed your set. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I really like what you.
Tony, no shit. I mean, tell me, no. I mean, I'm not bullshitting or anything now. Tell me if this is still up. Tell me if I'm streaming this fucking movie. If I can hear. Alright, I just text you. Am I still up? So either am or ain't. could still play a movie like this because I'm probably off from what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't mean off in the head. I mean just off in the fucking program. And maybe off in the head too. See nothing.
You did out there.
Thank you very much.
So, I understand you're from Lithuania.
No, I am from Caspiar.
Caspiar, huh?
It is a very small island in the Caspian Sea. It sunk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, look, probably out of my mind, but I think you're very interesting. And if you ever need representation, we should talk.
Okay.
Mr. Shapiro. Wow. It is an honor, sir.
Caspiar, huh?
I want to be the biggest star in the world.
People love comedians.
I'm not a comedian. I don't do jokes. I don't even know what's funny. I'm a song and dance man. Thank you. I particularly suggest the Lotus River.
But you show a lot of promise, and my concern is I don't know where to book you. You're not a stand-up, and your act doesn't exactly translate itself to film, so help me. Where do you see yourself?
Well, I've always wanted to play Carnegie Hall.
That's funny.
See, I don't want to go for cheap laughs. I want real gut reactions. I want the audience to have gone through an experience. They love me, they hate me, they walk out. It's all great.
Andy, you gotta
Oh. When I'm famous, I'm going to sell these. It's worn by Andy Kaufman. You can have this one. It's probably going to be worth a lot because it was actually up my nose.
You're insane.
But you might also be brilliant.
Hello, George Shapiro here.
Yeah, this is George Shapiro.
Yes, speaking.
Breaking, sinking, breaking. Break it down. Tell me something I don't know, Toadstool.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, you can stay away from Andy Kaufman. You know what's good for you. Crankshaft.
Who is this?
Do not twist my noodle, Toy Polo. It is Tony Clifton. A name to respect. A name to fear. Kaufman is a lying bastard. He is a psychopath.
Now, slowly open your eyes. You should feel rested, relaxed, and alert.
I would like to thank you, Your Holiness. My heart is radiating pure energy.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I have a question. Is there a secret to being funny? Yes. Silence.
Welcome back to Saturday Night Live, and now, as a special treat on our first show, musical guest, Andy Kaufman.
What's wrong with this guy?
This is dead air.
Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound. Here I come to save the day. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand. So though we are in danger, we never despair, but we know that where there's danger, he is there. In the air, we're not where we can get off. We're just listening for his call. Here I come to save the day.
Mr. Clark, right this way, please.
Okay.
George is expecting you.
Hey, Andy. Hey. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, thank you, George.
Sit down.
Oh, wow. Which one?
Either one.
They're both red.
Yeah.
This one, I guess.
So, did you have a nice flight?
I did. I had a really good flight, and the stewardess was very, very nice, and she allowed me to keep my headphones.
Oh, that's terrific.
You still there?
Yeah. Andy, I got something better.
You do?
Yeah. This is big.
Okay.
Okay. You are getting.
Are you still there? I'm doing a test, is what I'm doing. Am I still up? Because I'm playing a movie at this point. I don't know. I'm tired of fucking with it anyway, and I'm about to end this and let it fucking ride where it rides. I don't know. I don't see. I don't see this staying up or being or anything. So, all right. I'm gonna holler at you when I leave here, because I'm about to lay my ass down. Sun's coming up, it's my bedtime.